Hi, I'm Zoe and welcome back to my Booktube channel. Hi, this is Editing Zoe. I just wanted to say sorry in advance for the background noise. I didn't think my microphone would pick it up. My room is right beside the bathroom in which my dad was working on, so I'm so sorry about that. I don't think I can fix it, and I hope that y'all can just ignore it. Today is very special because it is my 100th video, so I will be having a Q&A while decorating my room for autumn because if you do not know, I'm completely obsessed with autumn. And I know technically it's in 9 days, but I'm ready for it, and people have been posting videos about autumn recommendations. Like stores are like, here, buy this for autumn, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. My grandma even decorated for autumn. I'm taking it as a sign. Today is the day. I did realize right as I got all my autumn decorations out that before I lived in an apartment and I had a very small bedroom, and I now have a really big room because I moved, and I don't think I'm gonna have enough decorations to fill in everything, but I just thought, why not? I'll just throw it in there. You know what, we'll just go with it. So firstly, I'm just gonna say I'm not gonna get to all of the questions because there were so many and I think that would take up a lot of time, but thank you to everybody who did send in questions. I really appreciate it. So first, I actually just got this. It's a Yankee Candle and it's pumpkin pecan pie. If you do not know, I also have a really big obsession with candles. I love candles. It smells so good, so I can't wait to light this. The next thing is these pumpkin lights. I got them last year. I think I put them up, I'm not sure. I think these will look nicer on my shelf than they did last year because I have fairy lights, which are a lot smaller, so it might look nicer, but they are very, very cute. Next, I had my grandma bring over pumpkin apple hand soap, and it's foam. They don't do foam hand soap here. I have not found any, and foam hand soap is the best hand soap. Last year, I had an ensuite in my bedroom, and now I do not. But there's a bathroom right next to me, so I'll probably just put that in there. Next, I have these little white pumpkins. I love them. These are also from Hobby Lobby. Pumpkin lights are also from Hobby Lobby, if I didn't mention that. And these white pumpkins are also from Hobby Lobby. I don't remember how much they were, but they're just cute. Next, I have leaves. This is a candle from Bath & Body as well, and they're all made from essential oils, which I love. And the last candle I have is Apple Weather, which is also from Bath & Body Works. This smells like home. All of my autumn memories revolve around me and my family annually going to this apple orchard and then pumpkin patch. Next, we have probably my favorite piece of autumn decor. This beautiful, beautiful pumpkin, and it lights up. And it's beautiful. I also got this from Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby is the place to go for decorations, I'm just saying. And lastly, from Hobby Lobby, I have my Hello Fall sign. It's so cute. And I broke it last year. It kind of chipped and fell off right there, but we got it back on, I think. So that is my autumn decorations, and before I start putting them up, I'm going to answer a few questions because there's quite a lot. So first we have Audrey from That Girl Audrey. Go check out her channel, she's amazing. Ignore the background noise, my dad's working on her bathroom. She said, if you could live anywhere, where would you live? A plane, because then I could go anywhere. Because I could not just live in one place at one time. I'd need to go see other places. Then she asked, would you rather never be able to reread a book, ever, or only be able to reread the books you've read? That's actually a really good question. Question. Probably never reread a book, because if I love the book so much, they'll always stick with me. But like, there's so many other books in the world, so I could have like all this time to get to so many others. But if I only reread the books I've read, I know I'm certain to love the ones I reread that I did love, you know? There's really a small amount of books I really love, so I think I'd probably just never reread a book again. She did ask more, but I had to cut out 1 to 2 from almost everybody's because there was just so many and I didn't think I would get to them all. I'm also going to do Sherilyn's real quick. Her first question is, are you excited for the rest of Attack on Titan Season 4? I am very excited. I talk to my brother about it frequently. We share our theories almost every day. And then she says, do you want Chick-fil-A right now? How did you know? Yes, I'm always in the mood for Chick-fil-A. Now that I have answered Audrey and Sherilyn's questions, I'm going to decorate a little bit. I don't know what's gonna go on actually. Okay, so those are my autumn decorations. There's not a lot. Like I said, I had a really small room, so we're gonna have to try and space it out a bit. Hopefully by next autumn I will have more. I might have my grandparents pick up some stuff right now, like, well, this month or something, and bring it over when they come over for Christmas, because I need more autumn decorations. I'm sorry, I do. I am going to move this because I will be putting that in our bathroom. The possible places for me to put stuff is obviously on my bookshelf, on my desk, on my hanging shelf, on my nightstand, or on my dresser. I think I'm just going to move all this little stuff to my desk real quick and then get my lights up first, because I do think I want my lights right here. Okay, so in all honesty, I'm not sure how this is gonna work, but we're gonna try. Okay, so I am using my plants to hold it up, but I have a bit of a droop in that section. I don't know where to put it, but we'll have to see, because I don't know where to put them. There we go, that kind of works. Okay, so what I did here was I just put the box through the back, and it is hanging there, and it's not that pretty. It's the only thing that's keeping this up. I'm not using tape or anything. It's actually just wire, and I was able to bend it. I'm just not sure what I'm gonna do with that. Okay, I'll fix that, don't worry. Okay, so I was able to hide it behind an Ember in the Ashes, yay for that, but there's a bit of a droop and I don't like that, so I'm gonna try and adjust that over here. Okay, I think I got it as best I could, and I didn't use tape or anything sticky, which is great for my bookshelf. I don't have batteries in them currently, which I will get by the end of this video. Okay, I'm now going to answer a few more questions. Just a Bookworm asks, what is my favorite dessert? My favorite dessert is cheesecake. I love cheesecake so much. If it's just a simple New York cheesecake, chocolate, lemon, I love lemon. I also love turtle cheesecake a lot, and caramel cheesecake. I love cheesecake so much. And then they asked fairy tales or mythologies, which is really hard because I've really been in the mood for mythology lately. I enjoy Greek mythology a lot and I want to read more of it, but I don't think I've read enough. So I think I'm gonna say fairy tales because my all-time favorite genre is retellings. I love retellings, and that's obviously mixed in with fairy tales and it's surrounding that, so I think I'll probably say fairy tales. And then they asked if you had an aesthetic for your life, what would it be? I'm trying to figure it out, but honestly, I think I don't need an aesthetic to define me. I was searching for one for a while because it was like trendy. Zoe. Zoe's my aesthetic. And lastly, they asked cats or dogs? Both. I love cats, I love dogs. And these are a couple questions from World Not Words, and they asked, what is your favorite sport? I'm not athletic, and anyway, I can barely run. I've never tried to do a sport just for fun. If you want to count horse riding as a sport, there you go. I horse ride. I love horse riding. And lastly, they asked, what is my favorite video game? Again, I'm not a gamer. I have some games on my phone, but I regularly play them. Sometimes I play on our family Switch, but that's just Lego, Harry Potter, or Star Wars or something, or Mario, I don't know. One game I do really like, and I think I'm pretty good at, if I do say so myself, is Counter-Strike. It is a computer game. At least what I've played it on. I play it with my grandpa and my brother and my dad and my uncle and my cousin. Whenever we're all together, we used to play it a lot. I haven't played it in a while, but I really loved it. Raya asked, what is a book you said you hated but actually loved? I've never really done that. And then she asked, what is your favorite place and time for reading? My bed, nighttime, because I know I will not be disturbed. I feel much happier knowing that when it's at nighttime, I know I won't be interrupted, because I would much rather sit down and read for a long time than sit down and read for a bit and then have to go do something. So I like to be fully invested when I read, so it's definitely nighttime. So now I'm going to add a few decorations on my bookshelf and see how it turns out. Oh snap. Well, okay, it's standing somehow. Okay, I think I'm going to keep my bookshelf pretty simple because I want to spread some of my stuff around the other places in my room because I don't have too much, and I don't want my bookshelf to look too messy. So obviously I have my pumpkin lights, and I replaced my plant with a pumpkin there because I feel like the cream really goes with 6 Crimson Cranes. Over here I put my pumpkin pecan pie candle because I felt like the kind of I don't know, brownish, reddish, orange color kind of worked with an Ember in the Ashes, and it also hides the box of my pumpkin lights behind it, so I think that also was kind of nice. And then I put one of my other little pumpkins on this shelf, and then on this shelf I put my apple weather candle. So that is my shelf, and now I think I'm going to move on to my desk, my lovely chaotic desk. I'm going to move the pumpkin soap because I will be putting that in the bathroom. So what I have left is my pumpkin light, and then a small pumpkin, my autumn leaves candle, and my hello fall sign that's somehow managing to stay up. I was thinking about putting the hello fall right here if I move the baskets, but I really don't have anywhere else to put the baskets. I just don't know where I'm going to put these anymore because I really want to put that over there, but I don't know where to put all my pens and highlighters and stuff. So I have a ledge behind my desk, so I just put my Google Home down there and replaced it with my pumpkin, and then I put my hello fall sign right there and my autumn leaves right there, and then I just moved my stationery over there. I don't know, I honestly don't have anywhere else to put them, so I'm just leaving that there for now. Lastly, I have my pumpkin sign, which I'm going to put over on my table, but first I'm going to answer a couple questions. Hi, I know, it's another editing Zoe. I edited this yesterday, and then I was like, there's a whole 14-minute video of me answering questions, and I didn't realize, but my head was like literally like halfway chopped off, and it was not good. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna refilm this bit. So in this section, I was answering Coley and Taylor's questions. If it's not, I think it's Coley, it might be Coley. I've never heard your name pronounced before, so I'm super sorry if I'm saying it wrong, but I think it's Coley, I'm not sure. She asked, what do you do when you are not reading? Literally not much else. Like, I'm pretty musical, so I'm either listening to music, I'm singing, I could make you deaf, like that loud screaming sometimes, just ask my family, or playing my ukulele, and I'm actually learning the violin. Violin has always been my favorite instrument. I've always loved the sound of it. I'm like, oh, they're just so pretty, like it'd be so fun to play it. This summer I was so bored and I was like, I really want to play. And my parents were like, you know, we'll invest in you, and I was like, so I have a violin, and so when I have the time and am determined, I do practice that. It's actually been a while, so I need to get back on that, but it's really fun and I'm really enjoying it. And then she asked, what other types of videos do you watch besides Booktube? I really don't watch much other like YouTube videos besides Booktube. It's really like all Booktube. But I like lifestyles, not like this is my morning routine, but like people that live like really interesting lives. Like sometimes I watch people like a day in their lives, or like not like this is my makeup routine, but like literally what people do, because I find it fascinating. And like I love like decorating and like organization videos. Like when there's people that like renovate houses to make them look like 18th century or like Anne of Green Gables inspired, or just like, I don't know, even just decorating just like normally, like modern or anything. I just love decorating. Like I really like Cozyaholic. I just got into her. She's doing a bunch of like fall decorating, and she has like fall drink recipes. She's very autumn based, which I love that. Like she does decor hauls and like house tours and house like redecorating, and I love that. I love that kind of stuff. There's this girl, and her channel is Girl in Calico, and it's so unique. She has her own cottage and she has this garden, and she has like homestead vlogs, and I don't know, it's just so soothing and calming, and I really like it. And then Coley asked, what is the weirdest book I've ever read? And for that I'm gonna say Cruel Beauty by, well, I don't know who it's by. It was so weird. Like I was just, what's going on? And then there's this like ghost. No, but he's not a ghost, he's like a shadow. She falls in love with the shadow. It's really strange. And it's meant to be like enemies to lovers, but then like he's all like, figure out my name and I won't kill you. And I'm just like, what? Like every night he's like, you want to guess my name? It was really weird. Then she asked my favorite movies and TV shows. I think I've already mentioned all my favorite TV shows, or I will be mentioning my favorite TV shows. My favorite movies, Marvel, all Marvel. I love all the Star Wars. I love all the Hobbits and Lord of the Rings so much. Hobbits and the Lord of the Rings probably come next to Marvel. I love The Princess Bride. I love A Quiet Place. I love Hunger Games. I love Emma and Sense and Sensibility and the new Emma. And the Harry Potters, of course. I love the Harry Potter movies. And then Taylor from Taylor Reads, she's in my description box. She asked, a book you have the largest emotional reaction to. She said hate, happiness, whatever, sadness. I think the book I'm the most happiest, like when I look at it or whatever, is Winter by Marissa Meyer. It's the last book in the Lunar Chronicle series. I just love it so much. There's like 2 new main characters in each book, and in the 4th book they all come together, and it's like all the stories intertwine, and it's so good. And then she said my least favorite book of the year, probably Aurora Rising. I think that was like the first book I read this year, or one of the selection books, because I gave one or two, I think I gave the last one like 1 star. And then she asked if I have any phobias, and I'm gonna be real with y'all. Yeah, I have phobias. I have a very big fear of spiders, like a really big one, not like when people are like, oh yeah, I'm afraid of spiders. Like, I'm terrified of spiders. I'm also pretty freaked out by very, very large things. Like the Eiffel Tower, buildings, that's all fine. I love the ocean, I love looking at it, but I can't go to where I can't touch because I know underneath there's this whole open world like that I can't see under there, and it terrifies me how huge it is. And I love the stars and all, but I can't look at the night sky for too long because I'm just like, oh my gosh, there's so many stars and there's so much like black and there's so much like there's galaxies and planets beyond what I can see. It's just too much and it overwhelms me. So very large things like make me freak out. And I hate cruise ships. They're way too big, like the Titanic. I freak out. And I'm also freaked out by whales because their size is incredible. Giraffes, elephants, sure, whatever. Whales, no. And they're like harmless, except for like killer whales, but like they're so huge and you can't see them underneath the water. Like what if you're swimming in the ocean and then there's this gigantic whale right underneath your feet and you don't know? It's really strange. I know. I'm sorry. So judge me all you like. And then she asked mermaids or dragons, and I'm gonna say probably dragons because most books I've read with mermaids aren't usually that great. I love dragons. Dragons are great. So those are my answers, and now we can get back to the actual video. There we have it, and there is my pumpkin because I didn't know where else to put it. Over here I have a small white pumpkin, hello fall sign, and my leaves candle. And then I have my pumpkin lights up here. Tell me if you guys like them or if I should move them somewhere else because I'm not so sure myself. And then I have my pumpkin pecan pie candle, a white pumpkin over here, and an apple orchard candle down there. So that is all the decorating I have to do. I'm sorry, I thought this would be more full of decorating and more relaxing and kind of, I don't know, fun, but I don't really have that many decorations, which I should have been more prepared for. I am going to answer the last questions now. I really have spent a lot of time on this video so far, so I'm just going to go to some of the first I see. Holly asked if I could be the author of any book I've read, what book would you pick? I would probably pick Suzanne Collins because think about all the money she's made. And she's met Jennifer Lawrence and Josh Hutcherson and what's his name? You know, the guy that plays Haymitch. Woody Harrelson. I don't know, honestly, that's a hard question. Maple asked how I feel about the ship Kiter, which is Cinder and Kai from the Lunar Chronicles. I don't think I talk about them much, but I really love them. They're like next to Cresswell. Honestly, I really love Kiter, almost as equally as Cresswell. Gracie asked if I were going to make up another book from my favorite author, what would I call it and what would be the plot? I have no idea because I'm awful with coming up with stories, but I would want Marissa Meyer probably to do a retelling because that is what she strives at. Maybe like The Little Mermaid or something. I don't know, I think it might be cute. Underscore Bookworm asked, besides books, what is my biggest collection? And my biggest collection is Funko Pops. I have quite a lot. I have a lot down here, one over there, two over there, and two more over there. I have more than 20, I think, but I really love Funko Pops. Megan asked, what special edition of my favorite book would I buy if I had the money? Marissa Meyer is actually coming out with a Cinder, The Lunar Chronicles collector's edition. There's no cover yet, but I will be spending my money on all of them if I can. I will. Gwenna asked who is my favorite booktuber that I don't know personally. Sherilyn's got me really into Throne of Pages, so probably Throne of Pages right now. It's more just the small booktuber community, not that many big ones. And Isla asked my favorite TV shows. I love The Office, Stranger Things, Gilmore Girls, Outer Banks, Sherlock, like WandaVision. I don't even know. There's quite a lot. I'm sorry I did not get to everybody's questions, but this video has already been so long. Thank you so much for watching and sending me these questions. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm sorry if y'all think it's too early for autumn, but you're getting more autumn content, so I'm sorry. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much to everybody who subscribed. Like this video if you did. If you didn't, that's okay. Subscribe if you want to see more. I will have more autumn recommendations and TBRs coming up. Comment below because I'd love to talk to y'all. Bye. You were staring at my wall because just as I expected, I would completely change everything I did because I'm so indecisive and I can never settle on anything. Afterwards, I decided to change a few things around because I didn't like them, of course. And my mother gave me the brilliant idea to display autumn-themed, autumn covers and colors. And I was like, you're so brilliant. Why didn't I do that? This is what we have first. I literally have Whispers in Autumn. So I moved that over there, and then I put a pumpkin up there instead. And then I put an enchantment of ravens out here, which I really did not like this book, but I am not getting rid of it because the cover is so gorgeous. And then An Ember in Ashes also has some of those colors, so I moved it over here as well. I'm sorry I changed it. I'm very indecisive, but hopefully you guys like this. Let me know.